I can see it, actually.
How do people live without crying?
Well, I want to talk about that. I actually want to talk about that.
Probably not enough.
You need to cry more, Chris. I feel like I can be your psychic energy healer. I know exactly what you need.
I mean, honestly.
I feel it.
Oh, God.
I bet you this
She's
cry
lost her
is actually.
fucking mind, this pregnancy.
I think I'm gonna cry for Chris. You know, sometimes I cry for people.
Yeah, I do.
Because they won't express it, so I have to embody it for them.
Oh my God.
So this is for you.
This is really, your LA is showing.
I won't take responsibility for being the one that feels sad. I have to put it on somebody else. It's you. I'm channeling for you.
All
what
right.
are the 2 dots? Oh, because it comes out.
Yeah, comes out to 2 streams. You
I really like this cup.
like it?
I love mugs so much.
You like mugs?
I love holding them. I love
Really?
the warmth.
Really?
The warmth.
Do you collect them?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I have a collection of them,
okay.
but I don't collect them.
You're not like hoarding
I'm not
mugs.
a hoarder.
You're not like, I love
I'm
mugs.
trying to actually be a minimalist.
Right? Isn't that the goal? Isn't that the goal for like everyone?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think about it all the time.
I should cry soon though, because I don't want to have mascara off the whole time.
Okay.
I don't feel like I look alive yet.
Okay. All right.
You know how like mascara puts everything together?
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
I do, but I do like I've been doing extensions. So literally I just wake up with these lashes because look at.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I told you this.
Look at that. And you just once every 2-3 weeks, they just extend.
I can't even imagine getting that done.
I love it. I mean, because I'm kind of lazy. And so I don't want to do the mascara and the curler and the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I need to cry. Can we get to this?
Are you rolling?
Is this it?
Oh, God.
Wow, this is so exciting.
Wait, so you are rolling? We've started? Hey everyone, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Idiot. I'm here
with another idiot.
Another idiot. I should rename it Idiots.
I used to call my friends idiots when I was like in 6th grade, and they eventually one of them was like, "It really hurts my feelings when you call me an idiot." And I was like,
"But you are
one. Being one."
Right. Stop being one. Stop it.
But I realized like, why do I do that? And I think it's because my dad called people idiots like on the phone, and so I just started calling my friends idiots.
Totally. It's self-deprecating.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that.
Call yourself.
I wouldn't call my friend today an idiot unless it was like right now as a joke.
That's not self-deprecating calling your friend an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just like being an asshole. You were just an asshole.
asshole. I'm sorry.
You were just a
Alexis
raging
and Jody.
Asshole.
I'm sorry.
Make amends, will you?
You're not an idiot.
Oh, I ran into your friend at a cafe or some girl you went to high school with, but I can't remember her name. So it's gonna do you no good. It's gonna do you no good. She came up to me, she goes, "Oh my gosh, I love your videos. I went to high school with Manon." And I was like, I can't remember her name.
What'd she look like? Was she
dark
pretty?
hair.
Give her a number, rate her.
Dude, Manon. Wait, hold on.
Is she an 8?
Well, hold on.
Blonde, brunette.
I suck. Okay. Y'all,
flat or chested?
Huge titties. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like because it helps go up the algorithm. Huge titties. Wait, you said you were gonna cry.
Hair?
You said you were
gonna.
gonna.
I just need to know who it was.
Okay.
I need to know who's watching me from high school because in my head.
Was it Natalie? She had dark hair, like olive skin. She was petite. She had a baby, like a 4-month-old baby. And she said, I went to high school with Manon.
Do we still talk? I don't talk
She didn't say that, so I'm guessing.
I talked to like 3 people from high school.
I'm guessing no. I'm guessing you had geometry class together and she's talking about that. That's the vibe I got. Because she wasn't like, I'm friends with Manon.
I just went to high school.
I went to high school with her. So I don't think you.
I feel like I've proved all of my high school people that, because I wasn't in the popular crowd, but I wanted to be. I was in like the upper, I was friends with everybody, but I never quite made it into the popular crowd. And I always really wanted to be popular, but I feel like I'm popular now. So I showed them.
You showed them.
But I was really excited to go to my 10-year reunion to be like, see, look
at how popular I am.
But no one showed up. It was the worst 10-year reunion ever. And
Nobody.
so disappointed because she was always like, you're so excited for your 10-year. And I was like, oh yeah, I finally get to go and be like not the same high school person that I was in high school, which wasn't bad. I was a fine high schooler, but I was excited to like go like actually connect with the people that I never got to connect with, and no one showed up. It was really sad.
Was no one there?
Well, like 10 people.
Really?
And they were the people that I see all the time anyway. And I'm
That's
like,
really sad.
There was 400 people in my class. There should have been an event.
And it wasn't.
No, they screwed the pooch. Did you go to your high school reunion?
I didn't. No desire, not at all, not even a little. But I also grew up outside Chicago and I live here, so like that would have been a flight back. That would have been
mine would have been a 20-minute drive.
That's exactly. If mine was 20 minutes away, maybe I would have gone. But it's funny because we're similar, because I was like you, I was friends with everyone. Like I was friends with the like theater nerds and like the goth kids and the bad like cool kids, which really were just people who got fucked up all the time. That was
the popular crew for me.
Okay.
They were the druggies, but also popular.
Yes. This was supposed to be a fun pregnancy announcement. Dude, this was supposed to be your pregnancy announcement.
I'm still waiting. I need to get it out.
This was supposed to be like new moms who are looking for like a light, bright, fun podcast about pregnancy.
My belly button itches.
'Cause you're pregnant! Yeah! How pregnant are you? Oh, okay. You're crying now? Why are you crying?
No, not why.
Why are you crying?
No.
Not why?
That's not going to help.
Okay.
I need it to come out.
Oh, okay.
So you
okay. I got it. Hold on.
help me get it out.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm sorry. I'm dead inside.
You need to help me cry.
I'm like, man, and I feel dead inside. Like,
do you ever cry?
No, because I'm dead inside. Like, I have not been able to cry in months because I feel slightly dead inside. I'm alive enough to like be a decent mom and like pay my bills, but after that, dead. It's dead.
So then
I think
Chris, here.
Wait,
Chris was getting it out.
Are
he
you
actually
okay?
asked if I was okay.
Wait, are you okay? But seriously, are you okay? Wait, why?
I feel sad.
Why do you feel sad? Why? Why?
I just feel heavy in my body.
But why?
What do you mean, but why?
Why are you sad? Oh my God. I know why you're sad.
Why?
Because you're pregnant and you're hormonal.
Maybe.
But is there something?
I got overwhelmed. I got overwhelmed on a call. There's a lot of work stuff going on and I feel like I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. It's too much stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just want to cry and let it out. So I don't have to hold it anymore.
Let it out. Can we get a close-up? Can we get a close-up of the tears?
And I was going to put on mascara, but I'm going to wait so that I can do it after the cries come out.
Yes. But so
Is that what you say to Alfie? Why are you crying?
No.
Please don't do that.
Okay.
What do you do? Probably not.
I say, hey, it's okay to be sad.
Oh.
It's okay. So that's what I need to say to you.
Treat me like your kid.
Okay.
I'm just a kid.
It's okay to be sad.
Go like this. Oh.
Oh no. It's okay to be sad. What can I do to help you?
Just be.
Okay. Oh no.
I feel really hot in my body.
Yeah. How else do you feel? It's okay to cry. It's good to cry.
I feel like if I look at you, I'll start laughing. I'm trying to get it out so I don't have to hold on to it anymore.
When we do our live podcast, we should just cry for an hour straight and get everyone in the audience to cry too. And we could all just cry.
I mean, I hope someone's crying with me right now.
That would actually be good. Healing.
That's too much energy.
Yeah.
So I need to get it out.
Get it out. Get it fucking out.
I hate that I have to be the one to pay for stuff. Like, I know it sounds silly, but there's just so many expenses for the house.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to be on calls and take care of all these things that just feel like stress. Like the pool heater's overheating, and then there's a guest staying in the house, and they have to move their car because the plumber's coming. Then I have to talk to the plumber, and it's just like, I don't want to deal with any of this right now. I just want to be creative, and I feel like I can't be creative if I'm stressed out. Like sometimes I just want things to be taken care of, and I don't want to have to manage everything.
Yeah.
And I just also feel like I'm not creating anymore. And I feel like my spark's like dimming.
Yeah.
And I don't feel funny.
Yeah. I identify with everything you're saying. Everything. Literally everything.
There's like all this mom content that I want to make, but I don't feel like I have the energy to make it.
You will. You will.
Like I want help.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And where can you get help? Like, can you have someone help you manage the house and take care of that?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Just asking.
I try to do everything by myself, and it's not working.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Johnny's helpful, but he also is working, so like I can't ask so much of him.
Yeah. I know it's all gonna work out. Like it's all gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But it's also like
just so much.
Dude, you're really inspiring me right now. I've literally
Inspiring you for what?
To like let go and feel your feelings. Like that shit's so healthy. And I'm just watching you and it's really beautiful and really inspiring. Not that you're going through pain, but that you're allowing yourself to feel it.
I have to, otherwise I carry it and I don't want to hold it in my body.
Yes. Because once you express it, and like even just saying it out loud, like how do you feel? How do you feel now?
A lot better.
Isn't that insane?
I feel like I'm being true to myself.
Like it's been 5 minutes and you're feeling better because you're feeling. I can't get out of my head this Wayne Dyer quote where he says, there's a time for sadness. There's a time for anger. There's a time for frustration. There's a time for laziness. There's a time for happiness. There's a time for all of the feelings. There's a time for that. It's not like, oh, I shouldn't be sad because I should be grateful, which is like what I wrestle with.
I wrestle with that too.
Right. Like, what do I have to be? I'm embarrassed that I'm sad or angry right now because some people have it worse than me or whatever, like comparative suffering shit, you know? But it's like, no, there's a time for all of this. And you're like allowing this time to feel your sadness and like overwhelm.
Yeah.
But, oh, I know. Do you want to be helped, heard, or hugged? You like that shit?
Heard.
Heard. Okay. You don't want my unsolicited advice?
Oh, I like that too. It's nice.
But you want to be heard.
Yeah, heard first.
Yeah.
And then, well, when you're sharing that, I'm not thinking it's necessarily like, I think it's for everybody, so it's helpful.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, myself included, will be like, oh, I shouldn't feel this way, or they make apologies for, I'm so sorry, I'm crying.
Yes.
And it's like, well, but babies cry, we don't say like you need an excuse or you need a reason. It's just energy release.
Imagine a baby was like, wah, wah, I'm so sorry about this. I'm really hungry right now.
Embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, Mom, to put you out like this in front of your friends.
So sorry. I just shit myself, and
if you could clean it up, there's no reason that I can, but I am going to start crying now, and hopefully you can just hold the space for me. I need to blow my nose.
Okay.
Can we break for a second?
Absolutely.
Blow my nose
100%.
and then I'll put on eye makeup.
100%. Well, where were we? So
I just did my mascara.
But do you feel better?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more that could come out, but I didn't want to take up so much time.
I don't know.
I definitely feel better. So thank you for hearing that. Thanks, guys.
Do you want to talk about the stuff that's making you? You don't? Okay. Whatever you want.
No, I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. That's interesting.
I usually just need to cry.
Wow.
And just feel heard and I guess seen, and witnessed, and then it goes away. And then I'm like, what problems? I think that's the misconception is we think there's so much to figure out, and so we get in our heads when we really need to just embody it and move it through, and then it's done.
Oh my God.
Because now I'm like, oh yeah, it'll all figure itself out. God's got it.
Because life is, I don't want to say life is suffering, like that feels negative, but like there is suffering. That's just an inevitable part of life, is you feel pain, and life can be difficult. And so it's not about like, well, what's the answer? How can we solve the problem? We need to figure out the solution. What's the solution?
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just like you said, that's blown my mind.
And maybe there is a solution. I mean, now that I'm more, got that out, I go, okay. Now I feel more ready to create. I can't create if I have that heaviness in my body and I'm stressed. So what do? De-stress, however that shows up. Maybe for some people it's not crying. Maybe it's going on a run or having sex or shake. I don't know.
Shake it out.
For me, sometimes it's just a good cry. And then I'm like, okay, oh yeah, now I'm more inspired to have energy to make a video, or okay, let me come up with a plan to find a team to help me or whatever.
Because you let yourself feel your feelings and experience it and get it out. And it's just energy. And you just like release that energy.
It's like laughing.
And then you move. Yes.
You know how when you laugh, it's just energy release. But for some reason we judged crying. I don't know where that came from.
So for me, it's not, I don't judge it. I love it. And I'm envious of my friends who cry regularly, or like people, or even my kids, like they just will cry or get angry. Like when you came in, Alfie was having a tantrum, like he was on the ground, he was upset, he was frustrated, and he didn't hold it in. He got on the floor and he screamed and he let it out. He released it. And then guess what? He pops up and he's like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Because he let himself feel. He let himself get angry and frustrated and feel those feelings.
And a lot of parents will go, no, stop, don't feel that, because it might ignite something within them that they're not giving themselves permission to feel.
Yeah.
What if you got on the floor with him and rolled around, not you particularly, but the parent, and felt it with them or whatever, and just like joined in rather than making the kid wrong for feeling, which is what happened to me. It happens to a lot of people. Definitely a lot of guys go through this, which is like, don't cry.
Yeah.
Too sensitive. And so you're just trained not to access that emotion. But then it comes down to anger.
Totally.
And generally, sorrow is covered with anger. And so people will then take it out with rage and anger. When it's like, really, they actually need to just uncover what's really there, which is like maybe some sadness and fear, and just like cry it out.
Wow.
But, so...
Wow. Yeah, for my kids, like I like to, as a rule, like validate their feelings. Like it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be angry. I see that you're sad, and that's okay. If they have destructive behaviors like throwing, you say like, it's okay to be angry, but we don't throw, right?
Yeah,
it's like you don't,
that's nice.
Or like hitting or whatever, like you don't.
It's okay to hit really hard.
Yeah, it's okay to punch your sister in the face.
What else?
It's
Punch
okay.
Again.
It's okay. It's okay to punch. It's okay.
Punch me.
Punch me in the face.
That is the answer.
Punch me in the face.
Violence is key.
Oh my God. Wait, what were we just saying though? Okay, feeling. Okay, so then, but why aren't I allowing myself to feel?
Why do you think?
Why do I feel dead inside for the last, and okay, I'm being over dramatic. Like
I'll
I
tell you
don't.
exactly why.
Okay, because I don't feel entirely dead, but I do, and I don't know if you can tell or notice with me, but it's almost like I have a protective shield over me or something that's not allowing me to feel everything so deeply, which is why people have been like, wow, you're handling this divorce so well, or like being like a single mom with a special needs kid and like this stuff, and in the middle of a divorce, like that stuff is stressful and emotional. Mm-hmm. And I just like, I felt it, I've cried here and there, and I've gotten angry, but overall I just kind of like, I don't know, I just feel truly, the best way to describe it is like, not dead sounds so morbid, but numb. That's it. Numb. And
yeah,
I don't know.
It sounds like you're just trying to survive with the tools you know how to.
Right.
At some point, maybe you weren't given a safe place to feel your feelings fully. Maybe you were judged or hijacked, or who knows. So you just thought, okay, there's no room.
Whoa.
Or it's not going to be protected, or it's going to be taken advantage of. Like I did even sitting here, I knew what was going to work and what wasn't, because I just know my system. I know if somebody actually asks me genuinely and goes, and takes an interest, it'll come out.
Whereas I was like, what's up?
If it's not going to be held, then I'm not going to even give the person the gift of my emotion, because feminine energy is really a gift. A man in his masculine, or a woman in their masculine, like you said, it was so beautiful and refreshing. It's witnessing a feminine in their true essence, which is anger, rage, feelings, emotions. It's a gift to witness that, actually, because it could release something within the witnesser, or it's just like, so. And maybe yours wasn't held at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe your ex or somebody before that made you feel like unsafe when you were in that spot, and you just made a decision like, I'll just move past it.
100%.
Comedy's more fun and it's light. It's like, comedy is so much easier to go to, I think. Well, for someone like us.
Definitely.
I've had to train that. And Johnny's been really helpful, because he's always like, what else? I love this more. Yeah, come on. Like, he's just like pulled it out. Whereas like I was more like shameful when I would, for me, I was shameful when I would cry for a long time. Like, I'm so sorry. I was like, sorry for what? Sorry for what?
Wow.
You should be sorry for being a liar and inauthentic.
Damn, I'm sorry for that.
No, not you. People.
Like,
if you're going to apologize for anything, it's sorry I'm not telling my truth in this moment and lying to you about how I feel, so that we can keep this illusionary of peace. Yeah. And that so no one gets uncomfortable. Whoa. Like, come on. That's not what life's about. That's not the best part of every movie. That's not why we listen to music. We don't listen to it to not feel. What are you talking about?
She's spitting facts. Wow, that's not the best part in every movie. Yeah. The best part in every movie is not the bit where they're like, can I get a cappuccino with 3 shots, please? I love that bit.
You don't rewind that?
I do.
You would.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then she drinks it.
Yeah, that's fun.
So good. Then like goes pee after. It's amazing.
The best part is when Julia Roberts is like, she's scared and she's nervous, and she's like, marry me, choose me, let me be the one to make you happy. And she's so vulnerable. It's not
whoa.
The other parts.
It's not the other parts.
It's when Noah and Allie, like, you wrote me. I wrote, it's like, oh shit, I'm opening my heart. Here's this vulnerability. Yeah. That's like what we remind.
You know what else is the best part? Love is many. Splendid thing, love lifts us up where we belong. All you need is love. Please don't start that again.
All you need is love.
A girl has got to eat.
All you need is love.
She'll end up on the street.
All you need is love.
Love is just a game. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Okay, we're not going to do this whole thing.
The only way of loving me, baby, is to pay a lovely fee.
Just one night, give me just one night.
There's no way, 'cause you can't pay.
In the name of love. One night in the name of love.
You crazy fool. I won't give in to you.
Don't. Continue this song.
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, God. So we have to finish it.
Really?
You don't think they want to see the whole thing?
I don't.
Vote. Do you want it to stop?
So,
They're gonna be
Moulin Rouge, I went 6 times to the theater.
Oh, it's my favorite.
So good.
I think that's why I married the guy I married, because he imprinted, Ewan McGregor imprinted on me, and he's Scottish, and I was like, oh,
This is
like
my
this
Moulin Rouge.
unconscious- Yeah. thing.
Wow.
There's something about movies where the person loses love too soon, like Titanic, Moulin Rouge, like when it's like they're in the height of their love and then it gets stripped away.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
Jesus.
Okay, so can we talk about how we sang that whole song at lunch?
Yeah.
And then Steven just says, "Oh, by the way."
Yeah.
And I go, "What?"
Yes.
Because I don't think we knew that we love that movie so much.
Yes.
The same.
So Steven basically scored that movie and did the composition of that medley, the Elephant Love medley it's called. Yeah. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
What are the chances? Is someone coming in?
Is someone coming in? Okay. I don't know.
Are you depressed? What's going on?
Do I feel like that?
No, something's going on. What is it? What are you
Really?
thinking about? What are you thinking about, Laura?
Dude. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not letting myself feeling, and I'm not letting myself feel, and it's getting in the way, you know?
Are you?
But it's cool because when you're with people that allow it, it makes you, it's like holding up a mirror, not holding up a mirror, but it makes you confront your own shit.
Right.
But I just need to get over it.
What's in the way?
I don't know.
What if you did know?
What if I did know?
And you could make it up? What would it be?
I guess I'm just scared.
Of?
Like my future, it's so unknown, and there's just so much literal insanity happening in my life, and with my ex, and and then I'm hearing these really scary stories about kids with divorced parents. I don't know. It's just all this very heavy stuff that I just don't feel like I'm ready to process, So I'm like this, if that makes sense. Because I just have to get the fuck on with it and pay my fucking bills and raise my fucking kids, and they can't see me upset.
Why? What would happen?
I just don't want to disturb them. It's not their burden, So I want to protect them.
Is there a place you could go to feel?
I mean, okay, so my sponsor told me that she thinks I'm spinning out a little and that I need extra help. So she literally sent me a therapist and was like, you need to go once a week. I'm not enough for you right now. Because I'm not insane. I'm sane enough to recognize my insane thoughts. I have insane thoughts. I have intrusive thoughts of not wanting to live or whatever, dark shit. But I'm sane enough to know, well, I'm not going to do that because I have responsibility. I wouldn't do that to my kids. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? But it's just having those dark, intrusive thoughts, right, is still, I don't know. It's just something I need to deal with, I guess, Sorry, this was supposed to be fun. Wait, pregnancy announcement!
Well, you can call me. Sometimes you do.
And I literally called you and cried to you.
It always helps.
2 weeks ago.
You literally always hang up. I feel like you always come to some conclusion.
Yeah.
You got to feel. I'm just saying I'm here to call more if you would like.
I know. I was able to cry Manon. I was able to call Manon and cry like 2 weeks ago because I had one of my, maybe it was an insane thought, but it was just like not.
You had an old wound coming up, I think.
Yeah.
That needed some healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's just more of that is going to be a really good thing for you.
But how do you make yourself feel? What do you do? Is there like breath work or some shit? I'll do anything. I'm fucking dead inside. What do I do?
Breath work.
How do I breathe? Show me how to breathe.
Diaphragmatic breathing.
All right.
Breathe in.
Let's do this.
You're going to go in, out.
Make me
all
cry.
Through your mouth.
Make me cry.
But this is not going to be it right now. This is something you're going to do.
You can't do it now? We can't do it now?
Because it takes a while. It's like 40 minutes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing that. This is just.
What about?
You need to lay with music.
Should we YouTube?
What usually makes you cry? So I guess you need to find a safe place.
Oh. Like not in front of 3 cameras?
No, that could be it. I like crying in front of the camera.
Oh.
Clearly.
Yeah.
That's like where I'm like, oh, it's going to hold me.
Yeah.
And I also know it's going to do something for somebody.
No, definitely.
So I go, okay, it's not about me crying. Like, that's fine. I can be this channel it's not.
You're normalizing feeling your feelings. Yeah. That's really good.
Yes.
I love it. I loved watching you cry. I love watching you suffer. I love watching you. No, but I loved watching you express yourself so openly and like with no shame.
Well, there was probably a little bit, but I kept combating it. I had to
really?
fight it. Yeah, it was like, man, and then it was like, it's okay. Let it go. Let it go. Oh.
Wow.
It's like there's 2 people, right? There's that angel devil.
Yeah.
There's that one that's like, support, go for it. And the other one's like, you're an idiot. Like, stop.
Wow.
So maybe your idiot voice is a little too loud.
Yeah. And they say like, all we do as humans, they say, is try to seek pleasure and avoid pain. Yeah. So like, that's kind of, so it's contrary to our instinct to just sit there and feel. It's so fucking uncomfortable. What's less uncomfortable is getting a freaking piece of chocolate cake. That's less uncomfortable. That feels good.
Feels good for about 10 minutes and then it's done and then you have a sugar high and you have to get rid of that cake. So you got to either go for a jog or just move it through. But you're going to cry. I cry after cake.
Right. That's right. You cry after cake.
Some people drink, right? And then they finally get to feel their emotions.
Or they drink drink to numb.
It's one or the other.
Because, okay, all I'm doing right now is I'm trying to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So, okay, pain, scary, uncomfortable.
Maybe you should align some more pleasure with crying. I think the reason why I like to cry is because I've associated now pleasure to it.
Wow.
I don't think it's going to be painful to cry. I think what feels more painful to me is the moments before crying when I'm like, no.
When you're resisting. You're resisting the reality of what is.
Yeah.
That's the root cause of our suffering, resisting the reality of what is. So you're resisting. I've got all this work. I've got this pressure. I don't feel creative. Resisting the reality of what is. Mm-hmm. And then when you sat there and accepted it and went, this is where I'm at. This is what I have to do. It's painful. And you just like accepted it. Then the pain subsided. And then all of a sudden the solutions start popping in, like you said. Because you let go of that heaviness, right?
And yeah, because we don't, the truth is like we're adults now. So you almost, I mean, I'm lucky to have like Johnny around or friends that are like, yeah, let it out.
See, I didn't have that in my relationship.
Yeah.
I was not safe.
I can tell.
It was not safe to feel. If I was upset, angry, sad, nope, you get on with it. You get on with it. You don't. It was just not safe for me to do that.
Hence why you're not in that anymore, because the truth is, Laura, you have this beautiful feminine heart that wants to feel her emotions and wants to, but you've been carrying and holding the container for so long with your businesses and with the kids.
Yeah.
You're in your masculine so heavily. Even being a comedian is heavily in their masculine energy of time and space, and I gotta go and I gotta lead the kids and I gotta do this. But what about the woman in you?
Yeah.
What about the aching heart that just needs to like scream and cry and just like feel in her feminine energy?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what has been missing probably in your relationship, is it was just two masculine energies.
Yeah.
Or maybe even Steven sometimes was in his feminine because he was always laughing at you and kind of following your lead. Masculine is the leader.
Yeah.
Right? And the feminine follows and flows and is like being witnessed. These are just, it has nothing to do with gender.
Yeah.
I'm just making that clear.
Yeah.
It's just that we all have those two energies within us.
Wow.
And sometimes one dominates and one isn't being nurtured, and it seems like your feminine heart needs some nourishment and to be witnessed a little bit.
No, you're so right, and you're right about our dynamic. And Steven and I have talked about that actually, how like I was in my masculine and he was in his feminine, and like
those
how
videos,
that caused
when you
issues.
respond to those videos and you're like, this really hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And they do so well. It's because you're allowing your feminine to be witnessed in that moment. You're sharing your feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings are feminine. Masculine is more like thought.
Totally. I mean, there are moments I have in solitude, which I think is necessary too, to like experience these things alone. There's something really powerful about that. So I've been doing like sketching has been really therapeutic for me. Just
so
like
beautiful.
I'm not an artist, but it's like you're just expressing yourself through that. So like that's been huge. Drawing and like dancing too. Oh my God, just like moving
Both
your
feminine.
body.
Yeah, those are both beautiful.
Yeah, like the other night I played that song, the 9 to 5. That one I played like nonstop for 3 weeks. But then there's another one that like is really emotional, and I just like literally was like jumping on my bed and like moving my body in crazy ways, and it was like it was really healing. It felt really good to do that.
So you are getting the energy out. You are moving it through.
Yeah.
It just may not be through tears right now. That's okay.
Yeah.
But just know the next person you date, if you end up dating again, you're going to have to cry.
Will I though?
Or you're going to just try to control it and hide your heart. I don't know.
Exactly. Well, just
gonna
never
come
be
up
with
against
someone
this.
again.
If
I stay in my bedroom and never date again, do you know how safe that is?
You'll have a great life. And you'll never get triggered. This is what the untethered soul is all about. You just have no thorns. You'll never get hit. You just scroll. You make content.
Scroll
The kids
TikTok.
will get fed by some other form.
I'll feed them and go right back to
And
bed.
just become a little hibernated
Little
cat.
gremlin. Just
Little cat.
scroll on TikTok, get an early night, eat some popcorn. Nobody
Yeah,
will
you
hurt
don't
me.
need to be witnessed by nobody. You can just take care of yourself.
That's
Just
what I'm
be a
saying.
loner forever. That's fun.
That sounds great.
That sounds great. A lot of people do that. I would say most people do that.
Because it's
It's
safe.
safe.
Because what are we trying to do, guys?
Stay
Seek
safe.
pleasure. Avoid pain.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Take no risks.
Right, because your brain is wired to keep you safe. Our brain is wired to keep us safe, right? Evolution.
Yeah.
We need to like
Biological.
hide from that lion. So like anything new is scary, and your brain says, nope.
Yeah.
Stay in
Anything
your
new,
safe
you'll
little
always-
den.
You'll always have that response until you actually do the thing you're afraid of, and then you'll have less of that response.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I've walked through in my sobriety, like I've walked through many, many fears, and like, it's progress, not perfection. I'm just noticing, and it was hard for me to admit that I do feel a numbness inside.
But that was even vulnerable and beautiful.
Right, is expressing that I'm struggling to feel right
A
now.
lot of people will relate to that.
I wonder, do you guys relate? Do you relate to that? To feeling sort of numbness inside and just not allowing yourself to fully feel?
Yeah, I mean, I even relate to that. Even as someone who just cried, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's wild, isn't it?
Because you're just trying to get through the day a lot of the time.
Exactly.
You're just like, okay, I just got to do what I need to do.
And then somewhere in you wants to express and feel, but it's like, no, my body is stronger than me right now, or my mind, I don't even know, whatever it is, something's keeping me, but it's a good idea, like you said, to just like have a list of things I can do that will help me to express and release those feelings, like dancing, drawing, like what else is in there?
Singing, going on a walk,
Okay.
going on a run, going in the ocean, screaming into a pillow.
Ooh, screaming into a pillow?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Oh,
Really?
Yes, girl.
You just scream. How do I scream into the pillow? Turn the mic down,
Scream into
will you?
it.
How do I put my mouth, like am I making out with the pillow?
No.
Am I touching the pillow?
Yeah, you have to.
Am I humping the pillow?
You have to hump the pillow.
Is the humping the pillow?
Make sure you get off, and then as you're getting off, scream into it.
Okay, so
I am the queen.
really?
Yeah.
And
That's the only way to do it.
Is that the only way?
Only way.
But wait, hold on. If I scream, do I put my mouth to the pillow?
Yeah, you put your whole face in the pillow
Face in the pillow?
and scream.
At the top of my lungs? Should I do it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you turn the mic down? Whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, ready? Just like in the pillow. That felt good.
That was really good.
I like that. I'm gonna do that more. Okay, I'm starting to like feel something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was good. I'm not gonna do that though. Whoa.
You can let it out.
I do feel something.
Let it go. Just let it go.
Oh my God.
Let it go.
That
You're
was
safe.
crazy. Like I feel slightly less numb.
You're safe to feel anything you need to
Whoa.
feel. Yeah. Moving the energy through.
Wow.
It's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel less dead. Like I don't. Thank
That
you.
was helpful for me to watch.
Really?
That. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. That was really awesome.
I do feel slightly less dead.
Yeah. Good job.
Wow. That
was
felt
helpful.
really good.
See, it's so interesting when another person allows themselves. It helps people around. Like this is helping. That was helpful for me. I feel like I just felt you release stuff. It was really helpful.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That felt
Like
good.
I just saw your soul. Did you feel that?
Did you feel it? Did you
God.
feel it, Eric?
Oh my God.
Eric's so uncomfortable. He's gonna quit after this episode.
He's like, that was the worst
He's
day
like,
of my life.
peace out. This is fucking. I can't do this
That's
shit,
not
dude.
what I signed up for.
Y'all are
This is
making
supposed to be
me
comedy.
cringe, dude.
But there's a fine line.
I mean, this is pretty funny, but.
This is hilarious.
So
This is
there's
gonna
1
get-
minute, and then we really are going to talk about your pregnancy.
All right.
We've not
Yes.
done that. This episode is literally supposed to be about your pregnancy, and
Or
that's
not.
the only thing we've
It's
not
gonna
talked
be what
about.
it's gonna be. I don't know if there's anything else to say.
Dude, I like screaming into a pillow.
Now you have that tool.
I like that.
Anytime you want.
That felt really good, right?
Much
Could
more.
feel it coming out.
It felt really good.
Oh my.
We're gonna do this at the podcast. We're gonna have everybody, all the women, stand up and just
my
fucking
God, just-
shake it out.
Wait, I kind of see what those evangelical churches, like why
Yeah.
they do the tongue shit.
It's so good.
That's offensive, but like I can see why they do that
No,
shit.
it's
Because
not-
that shit.
It's-
No, because
there's something to it. Look at how loose you are.
You could say I was like I'm mocking them for doing
No.
tongues, but I kind of get why
Are
they're.
you kidding me? When I've done mushrooms, this is what comes out. It's like crazy. It goes crazy.
Are you serious?
For like hours.
Really?
It's really fun. But because there's nothing in the way. So it's energy like either expressing itself or it's someone coming through and they're channeling or it's divine. I don't know what the hell's going on.
But all you know
I'm
is...
not going to claim to know.
Yeah.
But I know that the thing that stops me from fully express like kids isn't there anymore. So then the energy can just express itself.
Wow.
It's really cool.
That's really cool. I will say kids are good for that because like they're wild. And so I find myself just going like to my kids and they're like and we're like and we just kind of
So I'm excited for that.
They do inspire that.
Yeah. Oh great. That's perfect.
Oh my God, you're gonna be an
I'm like
amazing
always
mom.
waiting for anyone to do it. And then people are just like, I'm just gonna walk with my briefcase to work and the 9 to 5 and then I'm gonna go,
And you're like, don't you just want to go? Right. Why aren't more people going?
I don't know, because they were taught to like
Stop. We're going to
Yes.
school now, and you have to sit at your desk, and you can't move for another hour, and you have to read.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just become this now.
And then they're like, you probably need Ritalin because you're not able to stay still, and we need you to sit down and memorize things.
It's called energy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna make it wrong because you have less energy than that. It's like everybody's different.
Yeah. Did you struggle to focus in school?
Yes. I didn't learn anything. My leg was going like this the whole time.
Same.
I was just like this, eating donuts out of my backpack.
And like trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Same.
Sometimes.
Same. Dude, yes.
And then they're like, oh, we have a test. I was like, I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything you said.
But I don't know.
How do I
the
don't know.
answers. And then I would just look at Josh Cudworth's answers.
Josh Cudworth always knew the answers.
No, I'd still get a D.
Really?
And
Josh
he would get
Cudworth?
A, so I was clearly copying the wrong.
I would look at Bobby Dreveny's.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, Bobby.
In French class, I cheated in French class.
We both cheated.
And my literal French name was Monique, and I got caught, and she was like, Monique, we do not cheat here.
Oh, because it's French.
Yeah.
Mine was Yolanda.
Really? Okay.
That's the one I picked.
Because it was Spanish?
If I would have done French, I would have just kept Manon because it's French.
Manon?
Manon is French.
Oh my God, Manon.
Remember, we both have French in our name?
My last name's French. Clary.
Clary. Clary.
There's a street in Paris called Rue de Clary.
I'm going to Paris in a month.
Stop it. Why? Because you're
Pregnant!
Dude.
It's a baby moon.
How do you feel?
Well, other than what you just witnessed, I feel really good.
But that's good. I mean, you do have heightened emotions.
The first month, I felt nauseous every day. I never threw up, but I felt nauseous and I was crying a lot. That was one of the first few cries I've had in the second trimester.
Yeah.
Second trimester, I've been for about, 6 weeks or something like that, and I feel wonderful.
Wow.
I almost feel better than I did before I was pregnant.
Really?
Isn't that weird? Did that happen to you?
Yeah. I'm weird. I also kind of liked it after the first trimester. I was just like you. First trimester, you're sick all the time. It's kind of horrible.
That's the worst part, probably.
Yeah, but it passes. And then second trimester, you do feel kind of...
It's almost like you're ovulating nonstop.
Yeah, more alive.
Yeah.
Because you've got all these hormones surging through your body. So you just feel more of everything. You feel happier than normal.
Yep.
You feel sadder than normal. You feel hornier than normal.
Yeah,
you feel more tired than normal, more energetic than normal. Like it's just everything's heightened.
Which is fun.
Yes. It is fun.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's wild. And so you probably need to ground yourself sometimes because it's overwhelming. It can be.
Yeah, it can
or maybe
be
not.
overwhelming. I have a grounding blanket. Have you heard about grounding and earthing and the power and how we have positive electron nodes or whatever in our body and they need to come out, so we need to put our feet in the air. So
what infomercial did you watch? Only 6
I wish
easy
they had
pounds.
an infomercial for grounding.
Wait, tell me, like, how did you hear about this?
Mariel Hemingway is in a documentary called Earthing.
Okay.
The guy who created it.
And earthing is...
putting your feet in the earth.
Okay.
On sand, grass, gravel, putting your feet, connecting it to the earth's charge.
It's funny because my kids naturally do that. They'll go outside and their instinct is to take their shoes off and get their feet.
That's the best thing for them.
Yeah.
But we stop doing it. We start wearing shoes and we start losing our connection, and then inflammation happens and then illness happens because we're not actually recharging our bodies to the earth. Okay. And so they have these products now that is like a grounding blanket or a grounding mat or grounding sheet where you can sleep on it all night. And there's like amazing studies where a lot of kids calm down, they relax a little bit more, illness goes away. It's actually phenomenal. And my mom came over yesterday and she was like, I'm getting a migraine. And I was like, oh no. I put the blanket on her and within an hour, she's like, I feel better. And she usually goes to the hospital for her migraines. But instead we went to my comedy show. I did stand up.
Wait, how is it? And okay, I'm getting a grounding blanket. I'm sold. Where do you get them?
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
You can get them on earthingathink.com or like.
This is not an ad, by the way.
This is definitely not an ad.
We're not getting paid for this.
That'd be cool. I would promote this. I don't even.
Why don't you reach out to them? Because you're a true.
I love it.
And you're already an ambassador.
I think anyone not using it is completely missing out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like a secret. It's
and
like
you really do feel a difference?
Yes.
Dude, I'm fucking sold, man. Give me 5. Give me 5. Could I just layer myself in grounding blankets?
I took Percocet once because I needed it for some thing. I don't need to tell what it is, but it was like a procedure that they gave me Percocet for. Okay. And I remember the feeling of it because I was sober, right? So I was like, so used to feeling a certain way. Yeah. And then I took Percocet and I remember being like, oh, this feels great. Like I loved the feeling of like, oh, Percocet. And I got how people get addicted to it.
Totally.
I think it's also, Percocet is like a form of an opiate.
I think so, yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, this stuff like feels good.
Wow.
Anyway, but it was like a freebie. Oh, it was LASIK. I got LASIK. And they give you one for one day. They only give you one.
Really?
Which is actually good for someone like me. But with LASIK, they give you that because they need you to be really still when they go and laser your eyes. Mm-hmm. And I remember loving the feeling. And the point is, the other day I was like having some stomach stuff. And so I pulled my blanket, I put it away in storage and I pulled it out and I totally forgot about the power of this. And I put it on and I was like, oh my God, I feel, because it relaxes you too. Like the blanket relaxed me and started healing my stomach. And I almost was like, the association that I could remember was feeling like I was on Percocet.
Really?
It's like I almost feel as good as I did that one time when I took Percocet.
If you do...
Just saying.
Yeah.
If you're addicted to Percocet, get a blanket instead.
Get a blanket instead. If you do get sponsored by this brand, that should be your ad. It's just like...
It's a natural purchase.
It feels like a Percocet.
That was my literal thought. Yeah. I was like, wow, this is heaven, sleeping with this blanket. If you sleep with it overnight. So like...
What?
Yeah, there's like, you should watch the documentary. I think it's on YouTube and Amazon Prime. It'll like explain everything.
All right, I'm getting that. And I'm getting one for definitely for Alfie. Yeah. So wait, how was stand-up?
It was really fun.
Was it?
I tried a lot of new jokes about the guy that I married, which was really fun and liberating. I had not tested them, so I was a little bit nervous. Yeah. I was like, you know what, whatever. If I bomb, then it's going to be over soon. And it was really fun.
Really?
Yeah.
So you had a good time?
I had a great time.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And your mom came?
My mom and dad. Oh. And Johnny and 2 friends.
Oh my God.
It was really fun.
That's so fun. So how do you feel, okay, so second trimester you're feeling more, and then like what else? I mean, you seem to just not be stressed for the most part. Although actually I lied because I just remembered you just cried about being stressed.
Yeah, that'll come and go.
That comes and goes.
That comes and goes. I mean, I do have like this underlying thing of like, okay, I'm going to be a mom and I'm trying to focus and be present with like, I never get to be pregnant. How long is this going to last? But then I have an undercurrent of like, what am I doing with my life? That's there sometimes.
And what, like,
I'm not creating, and people are like, you're creating life though. And I'm like, okay, but.
Yeah, you're creating a life. That's amazing. So funny. I'm not creating, you're literally creating a life. You're creating a whole ass human.
A friend was like, perhaps your creative energy is going into creating the human. And
totally.
I was like, yeah. And if you said this or anybody said this, I would be like, yeah, calm down, just be pregnant, like enjoy it.
Exactly.
And the hustler masculine in me wants to be like, no, I need to, come on. Like you were making content. I just compare everything to you.
Hold on, Manon, because I was like that, how you're feeling now. I wasn't really making much. It wasn't until I was bigger. Really, you've got time. So if even, and like you said, just embrace being in your feminine and like resting as much as you can and just not putting pressure on yourself. And your friend is right. All your energy is going into growing a human. So it's like, take it easy, be kind to yourself, and like trust that the content will flow. And I can help you with whatever you need. Like if you want ideas or whatever, sometimes it's just having a friend there helps give you motivation.
I forget to ask for help. That's another thing. I try to do everything alone. I went to the doctor yesterday for the 16-week checkup.
Yeah.
And I started pulling my pants down, and she was like, "Oh, you don't have to do that," because she was going to go on top. But
and you were like, "I want to."
Yeah, I was like, "If you wouldn't mind just going in." She was like, "No, we really can't." I was like, "Please, I need something.
I'm horny.
I'm horny as fuck right now."
Literally.
And the doctor was like, "It's on." And Johnny was there just watching the whole thing. Yeah.
And it
felt good. I got off it within 30 seconds.
Banged you with what do you call those?
We all know what this is.
Yeah, we all know.
But then after that was done, I pulled up the pants.
Okay.
Reluctantly. And this is my belly.
Uh-huh.
And she was like showing me the baby. The screen's up here. And the baby was like, the head was so down. And I was like, why is the head so far down? And she said, well, it's a thinker. Here. And then it was like, she was like pushing on the belly, and then it was like in there. And I'm like, can you do that? And she kept, she was like, it's not cooperating.
Dude, she was punching your baby.
She was punching the baby, and I thought, I'm like, this isn't hurting it? She's like, no, just, it's not cooperating. She kept like shaking it like a jiggly, like jello-y snow globe.
Yeah. Stop.
Did yours not do that?
Not that aggressively. Not that aggressively.
I'm being aggressive when I'm like, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Because like that's also your stomach. She's just punching you in the stomach.
I was like,
hold on,
ow.
let me just drop kick, see if it'll move.
And when she did that, it did keep moving. It was almost
it was self-defensing.
It was self-defense.
Yeah.
So should I get a new doctor?
Yes, I would get a new doctor. Where did you find this doctor?
It's okay. She may not have been a doctor. Yeah.
Okay.
It was in her apartment.
Okay. How'd you?
And the thing was like just a glass dildo.
It was a dildo? Okay.
But she was like acting like it was gonna see the baby.
Yeah.
But we were actually just watching Rugrats.
Really? And she was like, look, there's your baby.
I'm like, that looks like Tommy.
That looks exactly like Tommy.
But then she printed out the paper, and I have that now.
A picture of Tommy from Rugrats, or is it your baby?
No, it's Tommy.
Okay.
Well, now that now that I'm processing it, I know
Right.
it's not the baby.
Right.
I'm not sure if there actually is a baby.
Yeah.
At this point.
Right.
Because that's the only doctor I've seen.
Right. Where did you find her again?
Dr. Schmitz.
Okay.
She was on the corner of
La Brea
and the
Santa Monica.
Okay.
Okay.
But in the alley.
Right. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know her?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I used to buy drugs from her.
Well, if you have any referrals, I'm happy to switch. I do want to see if I'm actually pregnant.
Dude.
I think I am because it's popping out.
Can you feel, how big is it now?
Oh, 5-inch ounces.
Do you have like one of those apps that's like...
it's the size of a white onion.
Okay, a white
one.
Not a red one.
But a white one. And last week it was an avocado.
Oh my God, you have a little avocado-sized baby.
Little avocado.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna nurture it.
So cute.
It's like, get ready.
Oh my
Is
God.
your partner shaming you for having pancakes? Well, don't let him.
And I'm like, no, he's not shaming me.
Yeah.
But I do want to do a video of things you should never say to your partner and have Johnny come and be like, you're eating again? or like just like things that you shouldn't say.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to film that for a month and haven't done it. So how do you?
Do you use your notes app? So just like beat it out, just all your little ideas on your notes app, super low stress, and then just refer to it and just, okay, that line's funny to me. Just bang it out. Just don't you know what it is? It's like underthinking sometimes, like underthinking ideas. Like the thing I just sent you, our little scriptio, like that took me 10 minutes.
How did you get yourself from A to B?
I
think
just,
you have good muscle memory right now of like, okay, let's do it.
maybe.
Mine is like,
Yeah, but that's okay. Like just be gentle with yourself. Like just maybe set a timer and just say, I'm going to write for 10 minutes.
okay.
And
That
that's
helps.
it. Just 10 minutes.
Like
even
you think it's going to take hours.
No, and even if you just write, I don't have anything funny to say. This idea sucks. I don't believe in it. Well, maybe it's good. Hold on. This is something like, have you ever read The Artist's Way? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I've been doing that, which maybe is why it was easier for me to write that thing, though there was resistance. So like The Artist's Way, this book has a really cool tool where you do the morning pages. Basically, in the morning you wake up, and I type because I'm faster than like writing. It hurts my hand. So like at this point, you just sit down, I take my laptop out, and you just write. You're supposed to write 3 pages, but whatever, maybe just 10 minutes. And you just stream of consciousness, just write. Like you don't think about what you're writing, you just write. And it gets out so much. Any sort of resentful thought I'm having, I get it out. The fearful thoughts, the gratitude. I start getting clarity about what I want in my life and what I want my life to look like.
How often are you doing this?
Maybe like 5 days a week.
That's amazing.
And it's not always first thing in the morning. Like sometimes I do it at night. It's just like, I'll find a time during the day. But here's the thing, it's no pressure. Because you're not like, oh, I have to write this book or this sketch or this dissertation, like whatever it is that you have to do that's like a responsibility or whatever. It's not that. It's just a stream of consciousness, just anything that you just don't think, you just write. So you literally sit down and go, okay, I'm sitting in front of a laptop right now and I really want orange juice and I don't know why because I never drink orange juice. I remember this one time, vagina, blah, 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 blah. And you just write. And then like the clarity I've gotten from doing that is pretty mind-blowing. Because
writing helps with
it's
clarity.
Insane.
Yeah.
And then you have
there's so much there to uncover, but we can't unless we get rid of the crap that's in the beginning.
Yes.
And so it's like the crap in the beginning that stops me from doing, but it's like, then write it out.
Yeah.
Write out what's in the way. Who cares?
I'm not crying necessarily, but I do angry type, so I'm getting some anger out and stuff.
Great.
Right? And like
fantastic.
insecurities and shit. Just writing.
What are you insecure about? Let me rephrase that, or let me restate.
No, you don't have to
insecure about.
What are you insecure about?
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 Let me just rephrase that, sorry. What are you insecure about? Sorry, let me just...
I'm so sorry. What are you insecure about?
Sorry, let me just say that differently. What are you insecure about?
I'm so sorry. Let me just say that again. What are you insecure about? I'm so sorry. Let me rephrase that.
I'm really, really sorry. Let me say that again. What are you insecure about? All right, what am I insecure about? Like feeling unlovable. Sometimes I have that, but it's like they say in our recovery meetings, either grandiose or comatose, which I don't know that I identify with that so much anymore, but it's basically feeling like you're the most amazing thing that's ever graced this earth, or you're a piece of shit and you should definitely 100% off yourself. You know, it's like, there's just like, it's like one or the other.
Piece of shit that the world revolves around.
Yeah, but the goal is to get right-sized. We're no better, no less than anyone else. Right-sized. And
that takes the pressure off, honestly.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh, I'm just a worker among workers. We're all the same. My job is no more important than their job. You know, everyone matters.
Yeah.
I matter, but I also don't matter. I'm special, but I'm also not special.
Right.
If I'm special, then everybody's special.
Yes, exactly.
You know, or nobody's special.
Yeah.
And that kind of levels you out a little bit.
Yeah.
And so the insecurity comes from what, when you forget that?
Yeah, when I forget that and I think about that life is ever changing and I look at relationships that didn't work out and it's like, oh, well, nothing lasts. So like, what's the point?
Oh my
because
God,
it's going to come to an end.
Yeah.
That, and then also sometimes, and I'm pretty good at not doing this, but sometimes like compare and despair. And that's just like a random, see a pretty girl.
Everybody has that.
Right.
I do it every day.
But
That's why I have to get off Instagram because it's not even my choice at times.
It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling to go, look at that person that I'll never be.
Ugh.
And I'm not that person. And it's like insane. Yeah. And then you gotta like, and that's why I label them as insane thoughts, because it is insane to think that like this person's better than me because they have bigger tits or a PhD
is that what you get insecure about?
No.
Like what is yours? Mine is always like if somebody's booked a job, an acting job, or if somebody's traveling or has like nicer clothes.
I don't get envious of people traveling because leaving my house is even a lot for me sometimes. But
isn't it interesting? Each person has like their different little thing.
Totally, yeah.
Like you just said boobs. I've never once looked at anybody's boobs and been like, damn it. Not one time.
Yeah.
So it blows my mind that I haven't had that with travel because like anytime I see anyone in Italy, it shows you your deepest desires, right? Like when we get that,
well,
it's showing you what you really want to be doing, I think.
But and what I really want to be doing is massive titties. No, but
who doesn't want to be doing titties?
Right. But the thing is, when I'm in acceptance of myself, I end up loving my breasts and like loving my body and like, but when I have people online telling me you're too skinny, like you don't look well, whatever. So then and it's not like I grew up curvy or like thicker or whatever. I've always been a string bean.
Which is fucking adorable.
I've always been. And so that's just my body. And so like, and then I've got all these people telling me my body's not okay. And yes, when I'm stressed, sometimes I won't eat enough and I'm aware of that. But like, I've actually been eating a lot recently. Like I've been not withholding or like intermittent fasting.
I know, we go to lunch and we both eat like a huge amount. I think people would be surprised at how much we order.
Yes.
And then finish it. We always finish it too.
Yes. And so.
But I'm not.
Yeah. But like, so these people are saying like my body is not okay. And so then I start thinking, well, there's something inherently wrong with me. And if I looked like someone else, then I'd be enough or whatever. It's just moments of that. And then I come back into like, well, you criticizing my body is really about you. It's not about me.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't personalize it.
Yeah.
Or think there's something wrong with me.
Yeah. If you're offended that I'm wearing a red shirt, it's not my job to then change it to blue because then somebody else would be offended by the blue shirt. It's like I can't. That's not my job to make everybody happy.
Totally.
I'm just gonna wear what I'm gonna wear, and if you have a problem with it, hopefully you can take it up with yourself and like figure out what the issue is. But like that's not on me to change my shirt.
When I was in junior high, I loved salad. I loved it. I just like leafy greens.
I do like salad for the record.
For the record, it was a character, yeah.
It was a bit.
But because I was such a string bean, these girls, these 8th graders when I was in 7th grade, they would scream at me, bulimic, and like all these like insults at me because I was so skinny. If you see my dad, he's 6'4" and like very skinny and like always was. Like it's just our body type, you know? And so these girls would scream at me, like accusing me of having an eating disorder or like whatever, making fun of me. And so I would order like, this was pre-vegan days, like a cheeseburger, fries, like the most fatty, crazy thing I could find and like show them that I was eating because I thought if I got a salad, which is what I was really craving, because I was a weird ass 12-year-old who was like, I could really go for a salad right now. Oh, a nice Caesar. Excuse me, waiter. That was me at 12. Okay, this is 12-year-old me. But like I would stuff my face with this like processed junk food to like prove to them that I ate.
Oh, I
enough.
did the same thing.
Yeah.
I assume I wasn't as skinny, but I was a very skinny kid.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing. And I would almost overeat to prove to them
Yes.
that I could overeat anybody.
Yes.
And that only hurt me, actually.
Totally.
Because even then, it's like they're just seeing
Yeah.
what they're going to see. And
Yeah.
so they're going to, it almost like, it became a self-punishing act for years of my life, was like me overeating so that everybody could see how much I eat.
Totally.
And then I would do it, then it became a habit, and then I would do it alone. And it was like, this is not serving me. I cannot control what they think. I can't control what they feel. People would probably tell you, like they told me, where does it go?
Yeah.
Where does it go?
Yeah.
And then I would feel guilty and all these things.
Yeah.
And
definitely. And like the body trends trip me out too. Like in the 90s, it was my body type, right? Like the Kate Moss,
yeah,
which was
a model body,
which was horrible for curvier women who were naturally curvy.
Yeah.
And
which
then
is also beautiful.
Right.
They're all beautiful. They really are.
Yes.
It's up to the person who has that vessel, has that channel, to just love them. And
Yes.
then we get to witness that.
Yeah.
Let's say I have that body type. I go, she loves her body. I get to love my body. Curvy. They love their body. I get to love my body.
Yeah.
Very thin. They love their body. It's like, it's up to the person who has the body to
Yeah.
love their body to set an example. It's not up to them to go, oh, I got to change it because it's not trending.
Yeah.
What?
No, totally.
That's crazy.
And I see all these BBLs, especially in Los Angeles, like these girls getting these big butts because it's what's trendy right now. And it's like, I'm not even trying to shame 2 minutes left. I'm not even trying to shame that, because it's like your decision, whatever you want to do with your body. But I can't help but think they're influenced by like
100%.
what's being glamorized right now. And what's being glamorized is like, the massive butts that aren't always necessarily natural. I don't know. But it's not like I'm always insecure. I just have moments.
Yeah.
Moments, hot thoughts where you start thinking you're not enough, I'm not lovable, I should be this way. And then guess what? Those moments pass. Mm-hmm. And what I do is I obsessively affirm that I'm enough. I obsessively affirm that everything is working out better than I could have ever imagined, that I have an abundant life in all areas, abundance of friends, family, love, laughter, creativity, that my life is working out better than I could have ever imagined. I just affirm that kind of obsessively. And
it feels good. It feels good to hear it.
Good.
You're an example. If I can see it oozing off of you, like you're doing the work for yourself and other people, which is amazing.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too.
Comment below anything you want.
Anything you want.
Anything you took from that.
Put in an order.
Put it.
For
comment
your favorite food.
Favorite food. Put in your order for what.
Put in your order.
What are you having for lunch today?
What are you having?
Comment below. That's it, right? Because
come through.
Come through. You'll come through.